Before he was known as Ra Uru Hu, he was Alan Robert Krakauer. Born in Montreal, Canada, into a regular family, his early life was quite conventional. He pursued education and had a career in the business world, working as an advertising executive, magazine publisher, and media producer. But you know, despite these outward signs of success, there was a deeper part of him that felt a yearning for something more, a quest for a different kind of understanding about life. This inner stirring eventually set him on a path far removed from his initial beginnings, a journey that would change not only his life, but also offer a new perspective to many others. This quest for deeper meaning led Alan Krakauer to step away from the conventional life he had known. He felt a strong pull to explore the world and himself. This journey took him to various places, each experience shaping him in different ways. He was searching, though perhaps he didn't always know exactly what he was looking for. This period of wandering and exploration was a significant part of his life story. Eventually, his travels led him to the island of Ibiza, a place known for its bohemian lifestyle and spiritual seekers. It was here, in this Mediterranean haven, that his life would take an extraordinary and unexpected turn, setting the stage for a profound revelation. Life in Ibiza for Alan, before the pivotal event, was one of relative simplicity and perhaps a degree of anonymity. He was living a quiet life away from the hustle of his previous career. It's said that he was a practical and somewhat skeptical man by nature. He wasn't actively engaged in deep spiritual practices or seeking out mystical experiences in the way some others on the island might have been. He was simply living, perhaps enjoying the freedom and the different pace of life that Ibiza offered. This ordinary backdrop makes the extraordinary nature of what was to come even more remarkable and highlights the unexpected ways profound knowledge can enter the world. This period of his life in Ibiza established him as an individual who, while unconventional in his choice to leave a mainstream career, was still very much a man of this world. He was not a guru or a spiritual teacher before his encounter. He was relatable, an ordinary person who had experienced the ups and downs of life. This grounding in everyday reality is important when considering the origin of human design. It emphasizes that the profound system he would later introduce came through someone who understood the practicalities of human existence, making the subsequent events all the more astonishing and compelling for those who would later learn from him. The turning point in Alan Krakauer's life occurred in January of 1987 on the island of Ibiza. The circumstances leading up to this momentous event were, by all accounts, quite ordinary. It wasn't during a deep meditation session or a planned spiritual retreat. Instead, it began on a seemingly normal day as he was living his relatively isolated life. He was with his dog in his small rustic home. There was nothing to suggest that something so utterly transformative was about to happen. This normalcy is a key part of the story, as it underscores the sudden and unsolicited nature of the experience that would forever change him and introduce human design to the world. The encounter began suddenly and without any warning. It was not a gentle awakening or a gradual realization. One evening, as he was returning home with his dog, he was overcome by an experience that was both terrifying and awe-inspiring. He described feeling a profound shift in his being, an immense pressure, and then the presence of what he would later call the voice. This was not a voice he recognized, nor was it something he had ever sought or imagined. The initial shock and perhaps even disbelief must have been overwhelming. An ordinary moment was instantly transformed into an encounter with something far beyond his everyday comprehension, marking the beginning of an intense period of revelation. The voice, as Ra Uru Hu consistently referred to it, was not like a human voice. He described it as clear, direct, and distinctly non-emotional or mechanical. It felt like a pure transmission of information, an intelligence vast and powerful. This voice was not offering casual conversation or gentle guidance. It was delivering a complex and detailed body of knowledge. It was an undeniable presence, one that commanded his full attention. He felt he had no choice but to listen, to become a conduit for the information that was being poured into him. This experience was far removed from any spiritual or mystical tradition he was familiar with at the time. The intensity of this initial contact was profound. He felt physically and mentally overwhelmed, yet simultaneously compelled to engage with the process. This was not a passive experience. It demanded his active participation, even if that participation communication was primarily to receive and record. The voice began to unfold a vast cosmology, a system that would explain the mechanics of the universe and the nature of being human. This encounter was not a gentle whisper of inspiration, but a powerful, demanding, and ultimately life-altering event that initiated the birth of the human design system. It was the start of an 8-day journey into the unknown. The mystical experience that Alan Krakauer underwent was not a brief, fleeting moment of insight. It was an extended and incredibly intense period of revelation that lasted for 8 continuous days and nights. During this time, the voice never ceased its transmission of information. Imagine the sheer endurance required to remain present and receptive for such a prolonged period. He had to stay awake, alert, and focused as vast quantities of complex data were revealed to him. This duration highlights the depth and breadth of the knowledge that was being imparted. A complete system with many intricate layers and components, far too much to grasp in a single flash of inspiration. The process of receiving the information was described by Ra as being like a direct download from an external intelligence. The voice was methodical, presenting the knowledge in a structured, albeit overwhelming way. It was not a dialogue, he was primarily a receiver. He meticulously wrote down everything he was being told, filling notebooks with diagrams, symbols, and detailed explanations. He often said he didn't understand much of it at the time, but felt an undeniable compulsion to record it accurately. This methodical transmission suggested that the information was already a complete and coherent system, simply awaiting its scribe to bring it into the world. This intense 8-day period took a significant physical and mental toll on him. Sustaining such a high level of concentration and enduring the sheer force of the transmission was exhausting. He spoke of the experience as being profoundly challenging, pushing him to his limits. Yet despite the difficulty, he persevered. He understood on some deep level the importance of what was happening. The act of recording was crucial. It was the bridge between the ethereal realm of the voice and the tangible world where this knowledge could be shared. His dedication during these 8 days was the first step in making human design accessible. The information that poured forth during these 8 days and nights was astonishing in its scope and detail. It wasn't just a few spiritual concepts, it was a comprehensive system explaining the mechanics of the cosmos and the unique nature of each human being. It covered topics ranging from quantum physics and genetics to ancient mystical traditions like the Ching and Kabbalah, weaving them together into a unified whole. What emerged was a blueprint of life itself, a detailed map for understanding human consciousness and the universe. It was the complete foundation of what would come to be known as the human design system. The voice that communicated with Alan Krakauer during those 8 extraordinary days did not claim to be a god, an angel, or any specific entity from known religious or spiritual pantheons. It simply identified itself as the source of the knowledge being transmitted, the human design system. Its nature was described as impersonal, a vast intelligence conveying information crucial for humanity's understanding of itself. This distinction is important because human design does not present itself as a religion or a belief system requiring faith, but rather as a logical, empirical system that individuals can experiment with for themselves. The voice was, in essence, a teacher of mechanics. At the heart of the vast amount of information transmitted was a core message: the importance of differentiation and the power of living as one's unique self. The voice emphasized that every human being is designed to be different, with a specific purpose and a unique way of operating in the world. The human design system was presented as a practical tool, a map to help individuals discover and embrace their true nature, rather than conforming to societal conditioning or external pressures. This idea of celebrating uniqueness and providing a clear method to live it was a revolutionary concept, challenging many prevailing notions of how one should live. The voice meticulously explained how human design was a synthesis, a remarkable bringing together of ancient wisdom traditions and modern scientific understanding. It revealed the underlying connections between systems like the Eastern and Western astrological traditions, the Hindu Brahmin Chakra system, the Kabbalistic tree of life, and the ancient Chinese I Ching. Simultaneously, it incorporated principles from contemporary science, including quantum physics, astronomy, genetics, and biochemistry. This synthesis demonstrated that these seemingly disparate fields were all pointing towards a unified understanding of life and consciousness, a key aspect of the human design revelation. Alan Krakauer, who would later adopt the name Ra Uru Hu, understood his role not as the creator of human design, but as its messenger. He was the conduit chosen to receive this complex body of knowledge and then tasked with the immense responsibility of bringing it to the world in a way that others could understand and use. He often stressed that the system was not his in terms of invention. His journey was to first learn it himself, to embody its principles, and then to teach it with clarity and precision. This humble stance as a messenger, rather than a guru, shaped how human design has been shared and disseminated. Section 5. From Revelation to Reality, Structuring Human Design. Once the 8-day encounter with the voice concluded, Ra Uru Hu was left with an overwhelming amount of raw, complex information. He had notebooks filled with intricate diagrams, symbols, and text that described a system of profound depth. The initial challenge was immense. He had to decipher, comprehend, and structure this vast body of knowledge. It wasn't enough to have received it. He needed to make it understandable, first for himself and then for others. This marked the beginning of a long and dedicated process of transforming a mystical revelation into a practical, usable system for self-discovery and empowerment. The years immediately following the transmission were spent in deep study and personal experimentation. Ra dedicated himself to understanding the intricacies of what he had been given. He had to learn the language of human design to see how its various components interconnected, and to verify its principles through observation and application in his own life. This period was largely a solitary journey. He meticulously organized the material, developing the foundational framework and terminology that would become recognizable as the human design system. It was a painstaking process of translating a cosmic download into a coherent and teachable form, requiring immense focus and dedication. As he gained a deeper understanding, Ra began to cautiously share human design with a small number of people. These early interactions were crucial. Teaching the system to others helped him to refine his explanations and to see how the knowledge resonated and worked in the lives of different individuals. The feedback and experiences of these first students played a role in the ongoing development and articulation of human design. It was through this process of sharing and observing that the system began to move from a personal revelation to a more public and accessible body of wisdom. This slow, organic growth was important for its integrity. A significant part of making human design accessible was the development of specific tools and terminology. Concepts such as the 5 energy types, manifestor, generator, manifesting generator, projector, reflector, strategy, and inner authority were codified to provide practical ways for people to engage with their unique design. Furthermore, the creation of the human design body graph chart and eventually software to generate these charts based on birth data was a pivotal step. This allowed individuals to easily see their own unique energetic blueprint, making the system more tangible and personal. This evolution from raw data to a structured system took years of unwavering commitment. Section 6, the blueprint of core concepts of human design. At the very heart of the human design system lies the body graph. This intricate chart is essentially a map of your unique energetic wiring. When you look at a body graph, you see a representation of the human body with various geometric shapes, lines, and numbers. Each element on this chart provides specific information about your inherent nature, your consistent traits, your vulnerabilities, and your potential. It shows how different energetic centers within you are defined, or colored in, or open, which are white, and how these centers are connected by channels. Understanding your personal body graph is the first step towards understanding your unique design and how you are meant to operate. One of the most fundamental concepts in human design is that of the energy types. There are 5 distinct types: manifestors, generators, manifesting generators, projectors, and reflectors. Each type has a specific aura, a unique way its energy interacts with the world, and a particular role to play. For example, generators are designed to respond to life and find satisfaction in their work, while projectors are here to guide others but must wait for recognition and invitation. Knowing your type is like receiving the owner's manual for your energy, providing crucial insights into how you can navigate life with less resistance and more ease. Beyond your type, human design introduces the vital concepts of strategy and inner authority. Your strategy is the specific, mechanical way your type is designed to engage with opportunities and make decisions that are correct for you. For instance, a generator's strategy is to respond, while a manifestor's strategy is to inform before acting. Your inner authority is your body's own reliable intelligence, your internal compass for making trustworthy choices, bypassing the often conflicted mind. Learning to honor your specific strategy and inner authority is key to living in alignment with your true self and experiencing the unique flow of your life, leading to greater contentment. The body graph is further detailed by the 9 centers, 64 gates, and 36 channels. The 9 centers are energy and information hubs, each associated with specific biological functions and themes of human experience. The 64 gates, derived from the 64 hexagrams of the Ching, represent specific energetic potentials. When 2 gates at either end of a pathway are activated, they form a channel, defining a consistent characteristic or talent. These elements together create the intricate tapestry of your individual design, revealing your strengths, your wisdom, and the areas where you are open to conditioning from the world around you. It is a deeply nuanced and personalized system. Section 7. A tapestry of knowledge, ancient wisdom meets modern science. Human design stands out as a remarkable synthesis. It doesn't just present new information. It weaves together threads from diverse fields of knowledge, bridging the gap between ancient mystical traditions and contemporary scientific understanding. This integration is one of its most profound aspects. It shows that timeless wisdom and modern discoveries are not necessarily contradictory, but can in fact illuminate and enrich each other. The system Ra Uru Hu brought forth offers a holistic view of human existence by drawing upon the strengths of these varied sources, creating a comprehensive map of our energetic makeup. A cornerstone of human design is its deep connection to the ancient Chinese Book of Wisdom, the I Ching, or Book of Changes. The 64 hexagrams of the I Ching directly correspond to the 64 gates in the human design body graph. Each gate, and therefore each hexagram, carries a specific archetypal energy and theme that describes a particular aspect of the human experience. This ancient wisdom, dating back thousands of years, provides a rich layer of meaning and depth to the understanding of our individual characteristics and life purpose. It connects us to a lineage of profound insight into the patterns of life. The system also incorporates elements from both Eastern and Western astrology, the Kabbalistic tree of life, and the Hindu Brahmin chakra system. Astrological calculations are used to determine the positions of the planets at the moment of birth and approximately 88 days prior, which imprint the body graph, activating specific gates. The structure of the body graph, with its centers and channels, resonates with the pathways of the Kabbalistic tree of life and the energetic vortices of the chakra system. These ancient maps of consciousness find a new expression and correlation within the framework of human design, showing universal patterns. What makes human design particularly unique for our times is its integration of modern scientific principles. It speaks of neutrinos, subatomic particles that permeate the universe, as the source of information that imprints our design. These neutrinos, carrying mass and information from stars and planets, stream through us, influencing our genetic makeup. The system also draws parallels between the 64 gates and the 64 codons of human genetic code. This grounding in concepts from quantum physics and genetics provides a contemporary language for understanding the mechanics of how we are uniquely constituted, making it relatable to the modern mind. Section 8. Living your design. The transformative impact. One of the most immediate and profound impacts of encountering human design is the path it offers to genuine self-acceptance. So many people carry a burden of self-criticism, feeling like they don't quite fit in or that there's something inherently wrong with them. Human design provides a clear explanation for why you are the way you are, based on your unique energetic blueprint. It helps you understand your inherent traits, your natural rhythms, and even your vulnerabilities, not as flaws but as integral parts of your design. This understanding can be incredibly liberating, allowing you to release self-blame and begin to embrace your authentic self with compassion. Human design offers highly practical tools for improved decision-making. We are constantly faced with choices, big and small, and often our minds can lead us into confusion and anxiety. By learning about your specific strategy and inner authority, you gain access to a reliable internal guidance system that is unique to you. Following these simple yet powerful mechanics helps you navigate life's opportunities and challenges in a way that is correct for your energy type, leading to decisions that foster well-being and reduce resistance. This process simplifies life, allowing you to move forward with greater clarity, trust, and ease, minimizing frustration, bitterness, anger, or disappointment. Understanding your own human design and learning about the designs of those around you can significantly enhance your relationships. When you recognize that each person has a unique way of operating, communicating, and processing information, it fosters a new level of compassion and patience. Misunderstandings that arose from trying to make others be like you, or feeling misunderstood yourself, can dissolve. Human design provides a framework for appreciating differences rather than judging them. This can bring greater harmony to partnerships, family dynamics, friendships, and even professional collaborations, building bridges of understanding between people. Ultimately, living according to your design can lead to a deeper sense of personal empowerment and purpose. When you stop fighting against your nature and start aligning with your authentic self, you naturally begin to express your unique gifts and talents more fully. Human design doesn't tell you what your purpose is in specific terms, but it shows you how to live in a way that allows your purpose to unfold organically. It is a journey of deconditioning from societal expectations and rediscovering the inherent wisdom within you. This path leads to a more fulfilling, authentic, and impactful life, where you can contribute your unique essence to the world. Section 9, The Ongoing Journey, Human Design's Relevance and Future. Since its introduction by Ra Uru Hu, the human design system has steadily grown in popularity and reach, touching lives across the globe. More and more people are discovering its profound insights and practical tools for self-understanding. It offers a unique perspective that resonates deeply in a world where many are searching for meaning and authenticity. The community of students, practitioners, and analysts continues to expand, each individual exploring their own experiment with living their design. This organic growth speaks to the inherent value and transformative potential held within this complex and beautiful system of knowledge. The relevance of human design in modern times is particularly striking. We live in an era characterized by rapid change, information overload, and immense societal pressure to conform to often unrealistic ideals. In such an environment, it can be incredibly challenging to hear one's own inner voice and stay true to oneself. Human design provides a vital compass for individual alignment. It offers a way to cut through the external noise and connect with one's innate wisdom and unique energetic makeup. This empowers individuals to navigate the complexities of contemporary life with greater self-awareness, resilience, and integrity, making it a deeply valuable resource. The potential for future development and ongoing research within the human design system remains vast. While the core teachings delivered by Ra Uru Hu provide a complete foundation, the depth and nuance of the system offer endless layers for exploration and deeper understanding. As the global community continues to experiment with and apply human design principles in diverse areas of life, new applications and insights may emerge. The system itself encourages empirical testing. "Don't believe me, try it for yourself," Ra often said. This spirit of inquiry will likely fuel its continued evolution and refinement in the years to come. Ra Uru Hu's legacy is a profound and generous gift to humanity. He dedicated his life to meticulously delivering, teaching, and preserving the integrity of the human design system as it was transmitted to him. He brought forth a complex and challenging body of knowledge that empowers individuals to awaken to their true nature and live authentically. The future of human design lies not just in its continued study, but in each person who courageously undertakes the experiment of living their unique design. It is a living system, and its true power unfolds through the lived experience of those who embrace its transformative wisdom, contributing to a more aware and differentiated world.